Hi children, this is my explanation of how to put all the parts of James Bond together so that you can play with the drum backing track which I made for you. Please do listen to this whole video. So here we go. We all know the introduction. This is the introduction. After the introduction, you've got tune 1. Now tune 1 is quite a long tune and it goes like this. We play that twice, so you'll need to do it again. Okay, so tune 1 is played twice. Then we play the introduction again. The whole of the introduction. Then we've got the next big tune, which is the swingy one. I'm going to call this tune 2, and that's the one that goes like this. That's all of tune 2, and you play that again straight away, and you go all the way through it again. Then we've got tune 3, which goes like this. I might not have taught you that in lessons yet. Then we go back to the introduction, as we did before. Then we go back to tune 1. Play it all the way through once and then again. So again we play all of tune 1 twice through. Then we go straight in to the ending. So this is how the ending goes. Now it's a little bit confusing, so just bear with me a moment. Instead of counting to 4, normally we count to 4 like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 3, 4. We normally count to 4, or like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. On the ending, we don't count to 4, we count to 3. And all I want you to do is play the low D, which your little finger is always on anyway, and you're going to go 1, 2, 3. So you play the low D with your little finger 4 times, and each one you have to count to 3. And then after you've done that, you count to 3 without playing, so there'll be a silent 3. So basically you've counted to 3 5 times. Let me just show you. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And then we have a chord to play at the end, which sounds like this. So I'm just going to show you that chord. Put your hands, your left hand where it normally goes with the D and the A. But instead of just playing D and A, play D and then middle finger on F and A. That creates a D minor chord. That's your left hand. That should be quite easy. If you find it difficult to put the F in the middle, then just do the D and the A, that's fine. But if you can put your little finger in the middle and do the F as well, that's great, but you don't have to. With the right hand, put your thumb on B, second finger on C sharp, and then third finger or fourth finger, I prefer fourth finger, on E. So you've got B, C sharp, E. Now if I play all of those at the same time, the great thing about this chord is you don't have to play all the notes for it to work. So like if I miss out that F in my left hand, it still sounds fine. If I miss out that C sharp, it still sounds great. If I miss out the B, it's fine. So if you don't manage to do all the notes, just miss some out. But if you want to do all of them, it's D, F, A, B, C sharp, E. Let me just go over that very quickly one more time, but I'm not going to play as much this time. So we've got the introduction, then we've got the first big tune, and you do that tune all the way through, and then all the way through again, so twice. Then the introduction. Then you've got the big tune number 2, the big swingy one. And you do that all the way through twice. Then after that big swingy tune, we go straight into tune 3, which goes. Then you go back to the introduction. Then it's tune 1, twice through again. All the way through, and then all the way through again. And then we get to the bit where you count up to 3 5 times like this. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3 silently. And then the chord. Okay. Now, what I'm going to do for you now is I'm actually going to play the whole thing all the way through so that you can see what I'm doing. So just sit there for it. It's only going to take another 5 minutes. Just if you could sit and watch me for another 5 minutes, and hopefully this will go to plan. So if you find it's a bit fast, there will be a slower backing track for you to follow. If that's still too difficult, you could just play the right hand only, just play the tune. You don't need to be playing both hands all the time. And the backing track sounds great if you just play the tune over it. If there's any parts of James Bond that you just find too difficult, you can just miss them out, but sort of sing them in your head, or sing them to yourself so that you're still following the backing track, and then just come back in when you get to the bit you can do. You could play the right hand and maybe just do the D's in the left hand, or just do an easy left hand. So there's lots of things you can do to make it easier for yourself. Don't feel that you have to do everything perfectly. I've shown you everything, but you don't have to do everything. Just do what you can and have fun, enjoy yourself. And the worst thing that's going to happen is that you're going to learn something. So there you go. Well done. See you in the lessons. Bye.